And the atmosphere is probably the biggest change, and that can rejuvenate players. Certainly they're playing with freedom today and express themselves in a positive way.
Eddie, what did you make of that?
Tough day, disappointing performance. Defensively, we weren't great today. With the ball, we weren't great today. So a very bad mix when you come to Old Trafford. You need to be at the top of your game, and today we weren't.
Did United play the way you expected, or did you get take advantage of?
Yeah, no, they played in the way that we expected. We just didn't deal with their threats well enough on the day, and we didn't stop crosses well enough, didn't defend the crosses well enough, and they've got players that can hurt you in every position, and we allowed those players too much time. So certainly a game we'll learn from.
What do you think about United's change under the new manager?
Difficult because, I haven't been at this stadium before this season, but I imagine the atmosphere is probably the biggest change, and that can rejuvenate players. Certainly they're playing with freedom today and express themselves in a positive way. It's difficult for me to comment, I'm only looking at my team really, and it's a tough day.
What is the biggest difference between the start of the season when we were doing so well and now? Same group of players, but what was the difference?
Well, I think we've been through a tough period. I think the fixture list has been extremely unkind to us. A real run of successive games that have been really difficult. Our injury situation has been very difficult. We stretched resources, and today forced me to play a system that maybe I wouldn't have played ideally. So I think a combination of those things, and of course when you're losing games, confidence gets affected. So the thing for me to focus on is that we have to control our destiny. We can certainly change this moment, and that's what we've got to focus on.
How tough is it to implement that system? Obviously, Jordan and I playing at wing back, it's obviously a natural player going forward. How tough is it to get him to do that eventual duty and obviously be disciplined in that role as well?
Yeah, I don't think Jordan performed badly at all today from a defensive perspective. I think it's different for him, but I think he did very well against a very tough opponent. Martial's done well against us recently against, our recognised fullback, so it was a really tough assignment, but I thought he did very well in 1v1 duels. It was more from the crosses that we suffered with today, and that's a big disappointment.
Obviously, right back's an area that you struggle with regards to injuries. He's played there a few times now, and he's had some positive glimpses there, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's done well. When you look back at the games that he's been there recently. Chelsea game, I thought he was excellent against a very tough team. Today's very tough game against a good opponent. But he's held his own, and he can be very proud of his efforts.
That shows efforts that he's willing to track back and do that work, even though naturally he'll want to get forward.
Yeah, I think he's played the role for Liverpool when he was a young lad breaking through and did very well there. So it's not totally new to him. It's something he's done, but I just think the team in general today, from a defensive viewpoint, would be very disappointed.
I don't mean to dwell on injuries, but Nathan Ake limping off at the end there. What's the initial?
I don't know. I need to speak to Nathan and the medical team, but looked like a hamstring concern.
And on the game, so could you have a penalty as well, Eddie? Obviously, Charlie Daniels got caught late, didn't you? I believe it was 3-1.
Yeah, I didn't see it live. I just saw Charlie go down, so I've got no idea what happened. But yeah, I've been told possibly it's a penalty.